Greetings one and all. Yeah, welcome to the kitchen here. Greeting you with a bit of a strange sight here. Yeah, so what I'm doing today is a Chinese style roast chicken. So it's yeah, something a bit different. So the method I'm going to be using to do it is basically I've got it. I'll just show you. I've got my chicken sitting on so it can stand upright, and that's going to be standing upright in the fridge overnight. So I've just got a jar there basically, so I don't know if you can see that, but anything you want, a can or anything so you can stand your chicken up. So the first thing we need just to prepare our chicken before we dry it out, so I've just got a bit of salt here, and we just sort of rub that, and we're sort of, this isn't so much for flavouring, as you'll see in a minute. I'm going to wash this off. It's more just to clean up the skin a bit, sort of using it almost like sandpaper. So yeah, just rub it all over, rub it in. You're just rubbing off any of those sort of dead bits of skin, and if there's any hair or bits of feather, hair, no hair on chickens, but yeah, any sort of particles that we don't want like that, just rub it in. Use plenty of salt, because like I say, we're washing it off very shortly. A little bit more. Alright, so while my chicken's standing up like that, I've just boiled the kettle, and this is a pretty well known sort of method to help, yeah, it just tightens up the skin, as we're going to tip scalding hot water all over our skin, and straight away you can watch that skin sort of tightening up. So as you can see, that's washing that salt off as well. Just get it all over it. Alrighty. So just with a bit of paper towel, just patting dry a bit. Now, next I've got here our marinade. It's a very, very simple marinade. Just got 1 tablespoon of dark soya sauce, 1 tablespoon of Chinese cooking wine, and about a good teaspoon of fresh ginger juice. So all I did to make the juice was grate some ginger and then just squeeze it out in my hand. So yeah, we just again, I probably should have a paintbrush, but I haven't got one, so I'm just going to rub that on with my hands. And another reason I'm doing it in the sink, because I'm making a mess doing it this way. But I mean, you could marinate it and then sort of stand your chicken up after, but I'm just saving time doing it this way. So yeah, tip it on there and just rub it in all over. Alrighty, so that's our chicken marinade done. So all I'm going to do with that now is leave it standing in that jar like that, get it on a plate, and I'm going to put that in the fridge for 24 hours, and that's going to really, really dry the skin out. So yeah, I'll do that, and then tomorrow we'll be cooking and eating it, so I'll see you then. Alrighty guys, yeah, I've just jumped forward 24 hours, next day here. So yeah, I've just got the oven preheating to 200 degrees Celsius. My yeah, chicken's nice and dried out after all that's sitting in the fridge. sort of upright as I showed you for all that time. Yeah, I mean, there's ways you can quicken up the drying process. You've probably seen them, you know, people use hair dryers or they hang them up on hooks and put them in a windy spot. But yeah, just whack them in the fridge if you've got the time. Works well. I usually do that with my pork crackling too. If I put it in the fridge uncovered for a day, or if it's really fresh, even 2 days, and that really dries out that fat. But anyway, we're on the chickens today. So yeah, as soon as my oven's preheated, I'll whack this in. You know, it's a fairly large chicken, about a 1.8, so it could be 45 minutes to an hour, but I'll just keep checking it anyway. Alrighty, I'll get back to you. Yeah, alrighty guys. Yeah, look, all my chicken's roasting away there. I thought I might as well go ahead and make a start on my dressing that I'm going to go over. That's going to go over my chicken here. So yeah, once my chicken's cooked, I'm going to chop it up and then dress it with some of these more of these Chinese flavours. So in my bowl here, I've just got a bit of splash of dark soy sauce, and quite a bit because it's a whole chicken. We want to sort of dress the whole thing. So yeah, a bit of dark, about the same amount of light soy sauce, about the same. I've got some Chinese black vinegar, a good slug of that. Get a bit of our sour flavour in there, and to that we'll just add a couple of teaspoons of sugar, and before we add any of our fresh ingredients, we'll just stir that up a bit, give it a taste. Make sure you stir all the sugar in to get an accurate idea of the sweet to the sour to the salt with the soy. That dark soy in particular is quite salty. So. Alright. No, that's good. Absolutely good. So yeah, that's the basis of my sauce. So now I've got some fresh ingredients here. So I've just got a bunch of coriander, about 3 bird's eye chilies, 3 cloves of garlic, and I'm just going to finely chop these up. I'll reserve a few of these leaves for garnishing, but they're basically finely chop all this up, including some of the stalks with the coriander, and mix it through our sauce here. Alrighty, I'll get on with it. Okay guys, yeah, just got my chicken out of the oven. Yeah, it's been about an hour, as predicted, sort of roughly. Yeah, it looks like it's turned out pretty good. Skin's nice and crispy there. And yeah, there's a few sort of juices come out down here. So what I'm going to do is get a couple spoonfuls of that and add that to that dressing as well that I made earlier. Alrighty guys, yeah, so as you can see, I've just roughly sort of portioned up my chicken into sort of serving sizes. So I've got my dressing sauce here. Like I said, I added some of the juices from the bottom of the pan to that lovely chicken juice. So yeah, we're just going to tip that over some of these, well, all of it. And it's the dressing is just beautiful, really yummy. So get it all over it. Be generous, like I say. So that garlic, chili, vinegar, and I won't quite use all of it. I'll keep a little bit aside just in case I need a bit more. And I've also just roughly got some coriander here. I'll just sprinkle that over as well. And that is looking so good. Alrighty, yeah, it's time to have a little taste of this. So I'm just going to grab one of these drumsticks. I'm just using my hands, but obviously serve it up. Don't know if that will focus on it. Anyway, I'm going to have a bite. Very, very nice, guys. Very, very happy with that. Yummy. Chicken's nice and juicy, a little bit crispy on the outside. The dressing's just delicious. Yum. Alrighty, so yeah, that's the end of this dish. I'll get to making another one soon. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet and you're watching this, give it a go, subscribe. A fair few videos on there now to catch up with. And thanks to those that have subscribed. And thanks anyway for watching this. Appreciate it, guys. Alrighty, I'll see you all next time.